adults who were once quite active in student ministry programs have left the church and are questioning their faith. A young man found my Facebook account and wrote, "I just want to let you know that I don't believe in organized religion anymore. I'm not even sure I believe in God." Personal experiences do not prove societal trends, but current research demonstrates that this young man's experience is not uncommon. Polling has shown that of adults in their 20s who attended church as teenagers, 61% no longer do so. During the past 30 years, the church has become increasingly geared towards the consumer. Pastors and church growth experts have thought of every way imaginable to compel the masses through attractive facilities and programs to at least walk in the door. Often, the motive is a genuine desire to share the gospel with those who need to hear it, and who presumably would not come to church absent video screens, concert hall sound systems, or wacky children's sets complete with slime machines and fire truck baptistries. The results of these efforts may look good at first, with some churches boasting increased attendance. The data, however, demonstrate otherwise. Alvin Reed, professor of evangelism at Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary, writes, "Over the preceding 20 years, the number of full-time youth pastors had grown dramatically, and a plethora of magazines, music, and ideas aimed at youth has been birthed along the way. Meanwhile, during the same time span, the numbers of young people won to Christ dropped at about as fast a rate." The lesson here is that the church's emphasis on attracting the unchurched through entertainment and child-centered programs has not only not helped, it has hurt. Another researcher concurs. Sugar-coated Christianity, popular in the 1980s and early 90s, has caused growing numbers of kids to turn away not just from attending youth fellowship activities, but also from practicing their faith at all. So while the church and parents alike want to raise up spiritual champions, the discipleship model in which church professionals essentially replace parents as the primary agents of discipleship is just not working. One key reason for this was revealed by a comprehensive study on the religious and spiritual lives of American teenagers, which concluded, when it comes to the formation of the lives of youth viewed sociologically, faith communities typically get a very small seat at the end of the table for a very limited period of time. Religious communities that are interested in the faith formation of their youth simply must better address the structural competition of other, not always supportive institutions and activities. This will likely require developing new and creative norms, practices, and institutions appropriate to specific religious situations and traditions. That is, the church must change course. For one thing, we must recognize that a few hours a week of consumer-oriented church events cannot successfully compete for the hearts of young people if those hearts are not being attended to spiritually in the home. The spiritual futures of children must be placed as a matter of primary importance back into the hands of the people who have the greatest opportunity to influence them for the kingdom of God, their parents. The idea that fathers and mothers should be the primary agents of discipleship in the lives of their children is hardly a new and creative norm. It is a scriptural and historical norm. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord, Paul wrote in Ephesians 6, verse 4. In the book of Psalms, the author writes, "He established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers to teach their children." Psalm 78:5. Richard Baxter, the Puritan pastor famous for his disciplined watch over the flock placed in his care, wrote in his classic work to pastors, "Get masters of families to do their duty, and they will not only spare you a great deal of labor, but will much further the success of your labors." What Richard Baxter wrote in 1656 can and should serve as an important paradigm shift for many churches today. Fathers and mothers must be equipped to fulfill their scriptural duty, partnering with the local church to disciple a new generation of faithful and devoted followers of Christ. It is my desire that this book will help the local church equip parents to engage in the discipleship task.